It was because it was going to play the other intro. That's why it's cut off for a split second. But you can hardly see me because I'm at a tilt. Sorry, guys, I've got my hair up. I'm too warm. Too warm. How are you all? Let's get to the comments to see. I've got wings. Am I laggy? Wait a minute. Tell me if I'm laggy, guys. I've turned off the hotspot. I was letting William share the hotspot. Hi, Mystical Love and Light. Hi, Dobby Sass. Hi, everybody. Sorry about the mix-up, ladies, I know. What I had done was I had put it up earlier on and I couldn't really see my screen properly. So I had assumed that it was 9 and I noticed it was actually 5 past as well. I don't know why that happened. Sorry, ladies, for confusing you all. I had wee Zach, the fun fair is here. So wee Zach was there with Jordan, my wee nephew. That's the two that's the same age that stay across the park. Well, they didn't stay across the park anymore. They've moved up to the back where Michelle stays. So my dad had phoned and said, will you take wee one home? And I says, aye, I'll take them home. So I took them up the road. Well, I took Jordan up the road and I let Zach come with me. And then I took him down. So I would have definitely been late if I'd put it up for 8 o'clock. How is everybody? Hi, Suze. I don't know if you're blue or no. I can't check while I'm on StreamYards. Okay, 10 minutes to see if everybody can come in. I have shared it out enough. I'm hoping that most of my followers will come in because I don't want to say all this and then get questions. So I'm hoping that most of these come in. I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't seem to be getting the audience I used to get. I've got a funny feeling that there's more people hidden than usual than I thought. And I've noticed as well on Ghost Squad Scotland, any comment that Chris puts up, I can't see it after the live stream. And any comments he puts up at the bottom in the normal comments, I can't see them. It comes up, Ghost Squad Scotland, but when I click on it to like it or love heart it, it just goes away. See, I can't see Christine again there. She's saying that she's I don't get it, guys. I really don't. I've even went back my Ghost Squad Scotland channel and everything to see if she was maybe blocked on one of them and it was affecting my Drew channel. I honestly don't know. So please, guys, don't ever hide anybody because it's really difficult to get them back. It's annoying, though. I want to be able to see Christine's comments. And God knows who else is barred, is blocked. It's absolutely ridiculous. If I could get the people that done it, I would strangle them. So hello, Christine. Welcome in, sis. Even if you do put the comments up on whatever you were using there, they come up at the top of my screen, so do that. No, in fact, don't do that. That's annoying. It's terrible that you have to do that. Fucking piss me off. Right, guys, this is what I wanted to... I hatch you, but this is one of the things that I wanted to ask you, okay? Right, so this is the big jars I've got. Right? This one's got the oil still to get put in it. These are the ones that's going to be £15. Do you guys think that's acceptable? £15. Remember, it does come with a candle as well to burn over the top if you want to. The reason that I don't do it and I keep it kind of open and not sealed is so that if there's anything personal you want to put in it, the option is there. I know it's sad, isn't it, Iron Fire? It's annoying. Terrible. Anyway, and all the little charms and things will be different, guys. So, and this is the other size I've got. This is, look, it's about half. So I reckon that these will probably be more popular because these ones are only going to be, like, depending on what's in them, £7.50 to £10. Do you think that's acceptable? So these ones will be £10 because they'll be small, and these ones will be large. And also what I wanted to ask you all as well, I know there's not a lot of other people here, especially seeing as I can't stream through Facebook right now. A lot of my followers I get, a lot of my workings and tarot readings I get on Facebook, so I'm going to have to do all this on Facebook as well, go live, and I don't like going live on Facebook. Anyway, oh, there, that incense just flicked on my bloody couch and no one the thing. I've got to also have my incense beside me. Anyway, what was I going to say there? Aye, so really what I wanted to ask you was if there's any, when I do get the shop up and running and things, I'm going to be doing it serious this time. The last time it was just a thing off Facebook. It wasn't serious. I didn't put as much effort into it as I should have. And the reason because that was nobody was really buying, and I think that was because we were just out of lockdown. People were cautious about what they got online. But this time I've got all the ingredients I need. I've got everything that I need. That's okay, Lars. No problem. Lars can't. She's not going to be commenting, I think, because she's on her tablet, but she's here. So shout out to Lars. Thank you, sis. The interview last night with you on Ghost Squad was really good. I liked that. So check out Ghost Squad Scotland, guys. Remember, all us witchy sisters have been going up for interviews and things, and there's more to come. So definitely check it out. And of course, remember, check out all each other. Okay? I expect you to do that without me saying it. Anyway, right. So they'll be 15, they'll be £7.50 to £10, right, with a candle with them. But I was talking to Mystical Love and Light about how to package them. Especially if somebody buys them around here, that's easy enough. I can jump in a bus, go deliver, I can go walk down. I don't know, whatever. About here, it's no problem. Somebody can come to the house or meet them at the Scott Mid or whatever. But when I'm having to post them, I'm not sure how to do it. So I'm going to have to see if there's maybe another courier system, as Mystical was saying, that does give you boxes and different things. So I'll be checking that out in the next few days. But the point, what I was wanting to say was, all the people that has had workings off me, jars, etc. and things, when I do put my Facebook page up, it will be under broomsticks and pentagrams still. Can you give me a review? Even if it's under the product that you did buy, or even, I don't know if there'll be an option to put comments up and you can say, oh, I bought whatever, and whatever you be honest, you know. I'm not telling you to go in there and say, say anything that you didn't get or anything, but I'd just appreciate it, especially with the readings and things as well, because I'm going to try and set aside a Tuesday and a Thursday to do readings on my, you know, like Tuesdays and Thursdays, so that I'm no being bogged down every other day with like one person one day, another person another day. I would rather do it that it's a Tuesday and a Thursday, example, during the day, maybe for like 3 hours. That gets me, what, 3 readings, maybe 4. Same in the Thursday. So when that option will be there, I'll just put it up as tarots. And then when they read the description, they'll see that it's actually readings. If you can leave a review and things on it. And I will be showing you where to leave your links and leave reviews and things like that, just so you are not having to try and work out where to do that. Also, guys, I want you to know as well, if you are a member of my shop, of my channel, you will be getting 5% discount on anything that is in my shop. So there's that as well if you join membership. I have got a couple of videos up over there, daily vlogs and things. But what I'm going to do, guys, is, and I don't know if a lot of you will like this or not, but I know there is a few people joining my membership when it comes around again on the 2nd. So what I'm going to do is, any content I put out whether it be ghost hunting or anything, it's going up in members first for 24 hours. Members are going to get it first. Welcome in, Sharon. How are you? I've not seen you for a while. I hope you're good. So that will be for. Okie dokie, son. See you in a wee bit. So members will be getting 5% discount on my witchy shop. Also, there is discount links coming up for. See you in a bit, son. The merchandise shop. If you check out the community tab, I put a link up last week and it was for 15% off any merchandise and things, but I don't know if anybody's seen it. So what I'll do is, if I do put anything like that up about discounts, I'll tag everybody in it, and you'll see that. Thank you, Mystical, for saying that. Thank you, Iron. Thank you, everybody, for smashing the like. So there's all that as well, but I'm going to have to try and get to let you understand, guys. YouTube don't pay out until you get to £60, and right now I'm only at what, 22, 24 or something. So it's going to be months before I get a payout for YouTube. It's actually quite disheartening. I assumed that the minute I got monetized and started putting content and things up that I would probably be able to not live off of YouTube, but have a little extra, even if it was just enough to pay StreamYards, was what I was hoping. And now that the summer's coming around and it's time to get back out again, I am going live tomorrow night up at the witches, up where I get attacked with the witch and things. You know what I mean? So things like that, it takes a bit of effort. I have to fully cleanse before I go up there. I have to get an offering together to take up as well. I have got some cherry blossom leaves I'm going to take with me and things. So that type of thing will go on members first. Maybe like big investigations and things where I'm live and things. I can't help it going out on normal channel. But all the other little things, like while I'm up there, I will go live, but I will also do like 20 minutes for my members, and that'll go out there. You didn't see it, Toby? I'll start tagging everybody in them, okay? Because I know that the merchandise can be expensive. I know that myself. I can't even afford to get myself any more merchandise. I want simple thing like stickers, and I can't even get the stickers. I can't afford it, guys. There tomorrow, for example, I get paid my £240. I actually owe money on that. That's everything away for rent. I can't even pay my internet. I'm going to have to just run my data. I can't afford StreamYards again this month. Lots of things, guys. It's really good. And the shows are here. The fun fair's here. And you'll be lucky if Liam can get money to go to the shows and things. So even the thing is, I don't expect YouTube to be my income and that's it. I don't have to ever do it again. I just really want you to help me push out my shop and things. The people that I've gave readings to, the people that has had workings off me, leave reviews and things like that. Maybe even if you share out my shop, I will be having, everything will be here ready this time. That's why I'm working so hard, guys. I'm glad I didn't have internet all week because I've managed to study and focus on what I needed to. Probably the gods telling me, like, look, no internet, just do it. So I've managed to do a lot of that. And I've got the oils and things that I need for my sleep pouches all brewing on my altar. Because the last time I did my sleep pouches, it was Freya's mixture I used for my oil. But this time I'm using my own. And basically all my oils are going to be from scratch for my shop this time. So I'll not be tagging any other witches in it like Freya and things like that this time. It will be all my own workings. And I'm really confident about it because my oils and things last night, I just had so much fun making them and putting my intent into them. And it just makes you realise when you start doing something like the preparation of the things that you want to push out, you realise that that's what your calling is, if you know what I mean. especially the healing ones and things. I feel as if that's where my power is, if you know. My power is in my healing pouches and my sleep pouches. My jar spells, my jars and things like that. Yeah, fair enough, but that's more for the person that buys them than me, you know. Um, the person that buys them, they have to put their own intent and things into it. I'll already have it all charged, and if they tell me what it's for, I'll have it charged up for that. But they can also add into their own little things, so that's really for them as a little project. Yeah, I do that because I like to highlight mystical. Because sometimes I have to sit mines on the altar for a few days to steep and empower them. That's what I'm doing right now, mystical. I did think 2 days would have been enough, but today and I gave them another good shake and things and a little sniff, and I thought, nah, just no right yet. Another 24 hours and that'll be the 3 days. So next time I'll learn. 3 days will probably be best. I look forward to buying a wee bit in your shop I got from you previously. Good, I know, Dobby, you were one of my best customers, you and Lewis's wife. Lewis, I need to let her know, Amanda, that I know that that's my shop back up and running again, because she bought loads of stuff off me, so did you. Remember when you do your listening on Etsy, give yourself time to make your products. I have mine. 5 to 7 days. Well, what I'll do is I'll make up like three everything, and then I'll see what the best sellers are. And then I'll maybe next time if they're selling quick, I'll make up like five and things. But guys, see everything that I make in my shop, everything I make on YouTube, it is staying for my YouTube channel and my shop. It is not going on anything else. Until a stage I can make money off it, of course. Then I'll probably spend a little bit extras. But it's really to get me on my feet in my shop with everything I need. Remember the last time, Dobie, I had like the incense coffins and things. I want to get to a stage where I have a couple of them again. And also these guys, these wooden incense burners. I mean, you can get like, even I could make them, but the ones I made on the with the resin, they're they're okay. The hole, you have to poke the hole, get a screwdriver and poke the hole a little bit more. So I wouldn't expect to put them out and sell them. Maybe the moon one, because it was nice. It's hard, I know. Yep, that is hard for everybody, guys. It really, really is. I mean, Neil Story had invited me and Chris Dunn to that big event, the Paracon thing away down in September. Remember, I was meant to go to it last year when he didn't really invite me down, Neil Parker. He was telling me about the event, and and he was asking, I'd said about the podcast, and he said, definitely let me know when you've got your mic and everything set up, and you're welcome to do it with me. But last year, I just could not get back on my feet after losing my job. I just could not get back on my feet, so it never happened. And the bus is no problem. The bus fare is only like £65 or something. Um, but it's a hotel, guys. It's in a big estate mansion thing, and I think it's something like £120 a night. But Neil did message me the other day, and he says Neil Story, the one we had up, and he said you'll need to if you're coming, the tickets are going quick, and I was like, you'll need to leave it with me. I have absolutely no money. So I don't know, guys, if he means like the invite is for us to go down, and obviously we need to pay. I don't think it's an invite to go for free. But Christopher did do all the research to see how much it would cost, and it's a small fortune. Even if you just went for the 1 or 2 nights, it's a small fortune. Oh, Lars, thank you. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you all, guys. Honestly, you'll make me cry. It's just times are tough for everybody, and I understand that. I mean, That's why I want to put out the content. I want to be able to put out content and things where you think, well done, Drew. I will throw you a couple of dollars or whatever, you know. But just remember, guys, if you do that YouTube take 45% of everything, you know. That's why all the PayPal links and things are there. And I don't expect it, and it really is appreciated. And it will all be going back into the channel and things, anything. But I need to get to that £60 mark before I get a payout. And I was thinking about that as well. When they do pay out and it comes in, and I'll show you it, and I'll show you what I'll buy with it and everything. Because if it is over £60, say for example, I end up with £75, I'll go on to Chris's shop and I'll get the REM pod. Because with his discount, I think I get it for something like £71 or something. And it's the big one. So I'll show you what I get with all the money that you do donate and things. I wouldn't know do that. But members and things, I'm going to start definitely try to push out so that you want to join the members, knowing that there's extra content there. The members will get all the content that I'm not live in a day before everybody else. Or once I see that all my members have watched it even, and then I'll put it out. But they will be getting content that won't be going out in the channel at all. To go back to your comments, guys. So it was really just to ask you if, well, there Iron Fire, for example, she bought one of my bags on my merchandise. Even if there's somewhere you can leave a review for it, Iron, I don't know how Sweatshirt or whatever it's called works, but even if you left a wee review, or the next time I put up a post about my merchandise, even just leave a comment to say that you bought some and it was good quality, or if it's not good quality, tell me, because I wouldn't want to put it out there as no good quality, but that type of thing, just leave a wee comment and things like that. Anybody, I can't see who's all blue, guys, but I will be modding people. And that's weird how Christine can't be seen, because I put Christine as an approved user. I'm going to have to try and speak to somebody like Chris did. Chris said he got through to somebody and they told him that they knew who it was and everything. I've not had that type of communication with YouTube. I'm going to try and get some. Terrible. Because sometimes I have to set mines on the... Oh, I've read that one, didn't I? Mines is set for 5 to 7 days because as you grow more and more and get more and more customers, you have to give yourself time to... Right, see, that's what I need to do as well. How you need to give things time to charge. So that was my thinking as well about some of the things that is actually going to be bestsellers or anything. What I'll do is I'll have like maybe... I don't want to have a big row of things sitting that's not going to sell. So anything I see is going to be selling. What I'll end up doing if I feel like maybe that's sat too long, what I'll do is I'll do a deal like 2 for whatever and things. So, but I will try and have in the next couple of weeks like backup things and that there. I really am just experimenting with I showed you in the group, didn't I? I mean, the oils and things, I've got them in this size of bottle, because once I start adding them together into different oils and things, I mean, they're just baseline oils that I need to add together for different things. I will be able to keep some each. I'm hoping anyway, I'll keep some like all each little one. How come it said I had a new comment? I can't see it. Is Ghost Squad in? Oh, there he's here. I'll mod you when I go onto YouTube, Chris. Oh, can I mod you for here? Wait a minute. Oh, no, you can't. Yeah, so it's barely just things like that. So I will be live tomorrow night. What I'll do is, guys, I'll let you all know when I'm going, and then if you are not around, I'll maybe leave it for half an hour till you are going to be around or whatever. And then, what time is it? See, that's it getting dark now, 9:30, right? What time are we live, Chris? 10 past 10? Right, so technically it only takes me 5 minutes to walk down. So if I was down there for, leave here about 8:30, down there for 7:45, go live at 9, and then I can just stay live until I walk out of the place. Probably spend 20 minutes in there, walk out, come up here, and straight on live with Christopher. That'll be okay. Oh. I'm going to put you as an approved route user, Chris. I just need to wait till you're in. I hope that fixes what's wrong. I don't know why I can't see your comments. I see the comment, but when I go to like it or love heart it, it disappears. I make mine with a glass bottle with screw lid jars, mini jars, and also 8-ounce jars with lids and glass vials with droppers, etc. Well, see, that's what I was going to get as well. If anybody wants oil, get these ones. And I can, well, I won't do it straight away, but I will get to a stage where I'll sell oils and things. But I've only got 5 more of these left, and I think I've got 3 of these ones. So there's another thing I'm going to have to order. And I thought I had purple, black, red, and green Ganza bags. I've no green Ganza bags left. Or pink ones. I used all my pink ones last year when I did that Sweet 16 birthday party. And my green ones I've been using, and I've no blue, because my blue ones I've gave away in all my sleep pouches. The green ones I do quite a lot of luck pouches and things. So I know they're only a couple of pounds though off of Amazon. I think it's something like £8 for a big mixed bag of colours and sizes. That's what it was the last time. Is thinking of others in? Is thinking of others here? There I can't see thinking of others' comments either. If you're here thinking of others, go and comment, buddy, please. That's what I'm going to be doing as well. October is the candles. Maybe even if we try, I know you were going to come up a visit anyway at some point. So maybe even I'll leave it until the day you come and see me, even if it's a month or two for now. And we can maybe walk through it together. See if we can do some. We'll do it together here as a wee project. Right, okay, Chris. She'll probably see your comment. She is there. I'll put it up on the screen. I might know why Christine is blocked, but I would need to talk to her and talk her through the process. Dobby is, I don't know why, Dobby, but Paranormal Search never watches any of the content on members. You always watch it. There's a video up just now you've not watched yet, though. I use half-ounce glasses dropper bottles for oils because if your oils leak, you're responsible if they do any damage to any other packages. See, this is what I need to know. See, Mystical, I helped you about how to do going live and things, and you helped me how to do my shop properly this time. There's a couple of other things I'm going to put on Etsy, but some things that I don't use, things that lying around the house that I don't use, that the Willie doesn't use and things. I'll just put it all under my Etsy shop. Oh, wait till I move. I need to make sure this doesn't fall, but... Oh, do you know, see, thinking of others, right? Just because somebody had mentioned them, or with I get it. I get it. I can bring you up some glass bottles. Oh, brilliant, sis. Definitely do that. Brilliant, thank you. How do you become a member? You have to go to see where my name is. Don't do it just now, Chris, because you'll only get about a week out. It changes again on the 2nd of the month. The 1st or the 2nd, I think it is. So if you do it just now, you're only going to get like a week or two out it. If you wait to the 2nd, but all you do is where my name is on my channel, it's got a join button. I do believe it's in the description as well. Thank you. Thank you, guys. But there's going to be loads of things that you'll get on members. Remember, what you're going to get is, if you're a creator, I'll always share your links out. And that means on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc. Okay? You will get a tarot reading anytime. You will get a private tarot reading, but you've got to be a member for more than 5 months for that. But you will also get priority tarot readings when I'm live and doing readings, okay? You'll come first. Also, anytime I see yous live and I'm not doing nothing, yous are creators, I will come in and I will help you share links and things. So yous are not only getting stuff that's for me, I also am going to help yous guys as well. What's my Hatchie saying? Me and Buds has found a farm shop that does milk straight out of the udder. Oh wow, my uncle used to bring milk home for that. Does the best rice pudding ever. I bet it does, Hatchie. Absolutely, the dogs with a little nutmeg. I can't stop eating it. Well, I've never tried it with nutmeg. I usually put cinnamon or something in it. I've not made my own rice pudding for years. I'll need to get some. I'll need to eat next time I've made too much rice. Run to the shop and get some carnation milk. Oh, thank you. I don't know what mods are on. If any of you mods do know how to go grab the join link, because I can't do it, guys. Well, that sounds great. I'm back to glass bottles from Milkman. See, we were doing that, Toby, but the milk was getting stolen. We were getting apple juice on a Monday and strawberry milk on a Monday and a jug of milk, but it was all getting stolen. I love rice pudding. Thank you, sis. What I'll do is I'll set it all up, even if we jump onto StreamYards or something, and I'll have it all on my phone, and we'll go on StreamYards on the tablet or something, and I'll run it up all past you. Because I know with what you've been saying about Etsy, they're a bit touchy on words and things. So I would be really appreciative of that. You can try Iron Fire. Even if when I put it up on Facebook or something, if you just leave a quick comment that you bought a bag and it was really good quality. Was it a good size? Is it about this size? Is it smaller? Is it about this? Is it about this size, Iron? Just waiting on your comment. People will be thinking I'm striking a pose. Strike a pose, Vogue. I'm just wondering what size the bag was. Was it about that size? Oh, I love that incense. I can't get enough of that incense I bought. The cinnamon and apple. Hope it brings in abundance. It's mid-size. I like it falls totally flat. So maybe about this size, about maybe the size of your head, roughly, a bit bigger. Because I was going to get one. I was going to get one just for going down the street and things with, instead of taking my handbag with me. See, that handbag I got, I want to keep it good. It's the only handbag I've got that I really like. It's my nice blue colour. I don't want to waste all the lining in it and things with pushing things in it. That's too much. So I was going to get a Drew's Paranormal Vlog one just to sling over me and take with me. Oh, you wanted it for hiking? Right, a little bigger than my head. That's a good size. I'll probably get one. Remember, guys, as well, I have got up green, white and black. But there is about 12 different colours. You get peach, lemon, white, light blue, dark blue, red, purple. You get hundreds of colours, guys. I just picked the blue, the green, the white and the black. I picked the green because Shell wanted to buy a t-shirt. So I kind of put up the green ones just to show her what the colour of green in them was. What I'll do is I'll go back into the shop and I'll change all the colours and let you see different colours. Iron isn't a good thing you didn't say about. It's a good thing you said about the size of Lee's head. He has humongous. Poor Lee. Good size for my smokes. Well, that's good, Iron. That's what I need it for, sis. Thank you. I was going to read a wee story for you if we got to talking and things. I don't know if there's any that isn't too long. There was one here with Scotland, and me and Chris actually did do it. We did in the story. See, anybody that gives me books and things, I always write it in it. This one, it says, from Joe, my neighbour, the 17th of the 4th, 2023. A gift from Joe because he knew I'd like it and it was only £1 in the charity section. I'll take that off a minute. One of my favourite incenses is called Midnight by the brand Sataya. I buy the multi-pack box. I have a drawer of it. See, me as well. What I do is I buy the boxes of most of them. I bought the box of that cinnamon one and I bought the box of the Lisa Parker. Actually, I've none of these left. And also I buy the packs. I did buy the pack of Hem's White Sage, but it stinks. I don't like it. I think I've got about 5 boxes of that. So I'll probably give them away as freebies. What one did you say it was called? Midnight. I've got a midnight one here. Where is it? It might be upstairs. I've got that many. Oh, it's upstairs. That's it. See the spiritual healing one? That one's good for when I'm doing tarot readings, I usually do that one. That one's the one. But the only thing is they don't last long. They don't last long as the Stanford ones. That's nearly empty. A lavender. Night Queen. Usually tells you what kind of smells in them. Waffle key. Waffle key. Right, allergic to it. Never heard of the brand. Neither of us has. There's that many different brands out there. I mean, look at that one I got. I've never heard of that brand before. It's upstairs. Never heard it before. I mean, I'll see if I can find this story. Glamis Castle it was, 38. Oh, I'll read this one. The Curse of Kilaki. He's okay if I read a story, you have got anywhere to go. Do you want me to read you a story, guys? The Curse of Kilaki. It's a cat. Right. From the days of the Dublin Hellfire Club to the times of the Troubles, the history of Kilaki House, Kilaki House, was stained by violence and bloodshed. The chapter tells the story of a disturbed past and its modern legacy, hauntings by frightening supernatural beasts. The Victorian writer E. Baldwin Light used the phrase "haunters" and "haunted" as the title for celebrating story. He implied by the phrase that there was a defined relationship between the phenomena witnessed and the haunted house and the people who witnessed them. It was not a matter of chance that one person should see a ghost while another did not. This certainly seemed to be true in many well-attested poltergeist cases. These disturbances frequently centered on adolescents, and several researchers go so far as to claim that in such cases the haunters emanate from the minds of the haunted themselves, and are simply physical manifestations of teenage traumas. In other cases, the person most closely involved in the phenomena appears to act as a catalyst for the already well-established haunting, fanning its embers into flame by his mere presence. A combination of these factors may have been present with Kilaki House, in County Dublin, became the centre of veritable storm of psychic activity in the late 1960s and early 1970s. The onset of the phenomena occurred when the residents moved in and ended when they left. Kilaki lies in the foothills of the Wicklow Low Mountains, overlooking the city of Dublin. Kilaki House, built in the early 18th century as the downer house of the Massey family. It is a robust stone building with a small tower. Behind the house rises the steep slope of Montepillar Hill, its stubby grass worn bare by the feet of the tourists hardly enough to make the ascent to the top. On the summit stands the stone shell of a fire-raged hunting lodge, constructed by the Earl of Rothesay in the 18th century. It was used by him and such bucks as Harry Barry, first Lord Santry, and Richard Burnchapel, Whaley as the headquarters of the Dublin Hellfire Club. A close imitation of the contemporary English version founded by Sir Francis Dashwood, Rothesay had a cruel sense of humour and a hatred of black cats. He used to hold court at the Eagle Tavern on Cork Hill in Dublin. On one occasion, to frighten the local inhabitants, he doused a black cat in spirits, set it alight and watched it run screaming down the hill. Dubliners swore it was the devil himself. There is strong evidence that Rothesay's brutal and puerile humour was given play at the hunting lodge of Montepillar House. On one occasion, after a black mass, he put a black cat in the seat of honour when Satan failed to turn up in his person. It was also said that half-witted dwarf with a twisted body and unnaturally large head was beaten to death by Rothesay and his cronies, shortly before the lodge burned down in the 1750s. Rothesay's friends lodged with him in Kilaki House, and violent scenes often took place there. The Irish rakes were addicted to pistol dwelling. One of the first questions asked by prospective father-in-law of a noble suitor was, "Do you blaze?" meaning, "Do you fight duels?" At least 3 deaths from duelling took place in the grounds. After a long interval with the relatively untroubled, there was great bloodshed at the house in the early 20th century. The house was then occupied by Countess Constance Markievicz, the Red Countess, a friend of the mystical poet William Butler Yeats. There was the first woman to be elected to the House of Commons, although she never took her seat. The Countess participated in the 1916 rebellion, and 5 IRA men died in a gun battle at the house during her tenancy. All in all, Kaliki House and the surrounding area were embedded with more violence and savagery than most haunted places. Kaliki House lay empty and derelict for some years after the Second World War. In the late 1960s, it was bought by Mrs. Margaret O'Brien, who wanted a centre in which Irish artists and sculptors could work and exhibit their art. When she moved into the place in 1968, she heard stories from locals that its grounds were haunted by a black cat the size of the Airedale dog. Haunted was an inspired name because the stories covered a period of over 50 years, much longer than the lifespan of a normal cat. Mrs. O'Brien knew some of the tales related about her new property and its inventors, and was rather shaken when she caught glimpses of her big black animal herself, disappearing into the thick shrubbery of her garden. She thought no more about it, however, until her friend Tom McCasey, a Dublin artist, and 2 colleagues had a terrifying experience one night while redecorating Kaliki House in March 1968. They were working on the stone-flagged front hall which opened onto what had been a ballroom. McCaskey told a radio presenter, "I had just locked the heavy front door, pushing a 6-inch 15-centimetre bolt into the socket. Suddenly one of 2 men with me said that the door had opened again. We returned startled. The lock was good and the bolt was strong, and the bolt fastened on the inside. We peered into the shadowed hallway, and then I walked forward, and sure enough the door stood wide open, letting in the freezing cold. Outside in the darkness I could just discern a black draped figure, but could not see its face. I thought someone was playing a trick, and come in, I see you." A gutted voice answered, "You can't see me, leave the door open." The men standing behind me both heard the voice, but thought it spoke in a foreign language. They ran. A long down-out note came from the shadow, and in panic I slammed the heavy door and it ran too. Halfway across the gallery I turned and looked back. The door was again opened, and a monstrous black cat crouched in the hall, its red freckled amber eyes fixed on me. Beside Kaliki House is a trailer. In the wooded grounds lived Val McCann, a former Irish pole vaulting champion, who painted and showed his work at the gallery. He evinced no surprise in McCaskey's story, because he had seen the huge cat on several occasions, lurking in the scraggly undergrowth of the overgrown garden. "The first time I saw it, it frightened me stiff," he said, "but on subsequent occasions have been more interested and amazed at the sight of the beast. It is about the size of a biggish dog with terrible eyes. It's even stalked it with my shotgun, but had never able to corner it." For some months the McCaskey vision apparitions were seen by workmen and artists in Killicky. They usually appeared at night, although 2 men saw what they thought was a nun with her back to them at midday in the old ballroom. When they approached her, she disappeared, and a subsequent search of the house and garden failed to turn up any evidence of her a real figure. Following reports in the Dublin press and on television of the strange hauntings, a group of Irish show business personalities persuaded Mrs. O'Brien to let them try a seance in Kaliki House. They included a strange conjurer who was an expert in illusions and who believed that he could rule out any fakery on the part of residents. The group arranged cards carrying the letters of the alphabet in a circle on the table and placed an upturned glass in the centre. Each participant reset each participant reset one finger lightly on the glass. Those who have tried this will know that the glass will slide around the table from letter to letter, apparently spontaneously, with no one present applying any pressure to it, consciously at any rate. The group at Kaliki asked any spirits present to manifest themselves, but the replies were gibberish. However, on two occasions the lights failed, although a subsequent check of the fuses revealed no fault, and the light bulbs were wiring appeared to be completely normal. 2 days later, however, events began to take a more frightening turn. First there were bumps and knocks in the night. Lights were switched rapidly on and off. Throughout the whole of one night the sounds of the doorbell in the front and back halls could be heard, yet those bells had been removed many years before. A minor but curious manifestation was the fact that none of the residents, 5 or 6 in all, was able to sleep even on calm nights. After retiring to bed exhausted from a heavy day's work, they reported lying awake, tossing and turning and managing to sleep only after sunrise. About 4 days after the seance, everyone in the house heard heavy crashes and went to investigate. They found large pieces of furniture, some stored in locker rooms, thrown like matchboxes, some upside down, some pushed into corners. One oak medieval chair had been carefully pulled apart, joint from joint. Even the brass tacks holding its tapestry in place had been pulled out and placed in near rows. On the other hand, another similar chair had been smashed into tiny slivers. After this outbreak, peace descended again for a matter of weeks. Then the haunters turned their intentions to exhibits on show in the house. A potter's works were hurled all over the room and smashed, while oil paintings were torn into long, narrow strips. At this point, Margaret O'Brien sought the assistance of a priest, who, after obtaining permission from the superiors, performed a Roman Catholic rite of exorcism in Kaliki House. The violent outbreaks stopped, but even more bizarre incidents began to occur in their place. Mrs. O'Brien had still not completely furnished her house, and she lacked a refrigerator. She had asked the milkman to leave the milk in a pool in the cool stream that ran through the grounds. After the exorcism, Mrs. O'Brien found that all the tinfoil tops had been removed from the bottles, although the milk was undisturbed. Furthermore, no trace of the foil could be found. Mrs. O'Brien assumed that it had been carried off by birds, possibly magpies or jackdaws. To stop the nuisance, she had a heavy four-sided box of stone built in the stream, with a large slate lid. Nevertheless, the caps continued to disappear. In this conjunction, the haunters showed a trace of humour, as well as causing a rare psychic manifestation called an apport, the sudden appearance of the objects through apparently prenatural means. Following the disappearances of the caps from the bottles, caps began to appear in the house itself, but these caps were types of headgear. After the manifestation, Mrs. O'Brien had made a practice of locking and checking all the doors before retiring. Despite this, a profusion of small cups began to appear all over the house. They would appear on odd places, on picture hooks or behind doors. Sometimes rosary beads would be found inexplicably. At the end of 1970, the caps ceased to appear, although spasmodic knockings in the night continued to be heard. Then, a few months later, came a discovery that might have had a grim bearing on the whole strange series of incidents. While structural alterations to the kitchen were being made, an excavation for new plumbing was carried out. In a shallow grave a few feet down under the surface was found the skeleton of a dwarf, with a skull too large for its small frame, a sinister echo of the legend told of the Hellfire Club for so many years. In the grave, too, was a brass figurine depicted a horned and tailed devil thumbing its nose. Once again the priest was called, this time to conduct a proper burial service on the unknown unfortunate, and after that the manifestations ceased. Mr. O'Brien sold the premises 6 years later. Was the Black Cat of Kaliki later portrayed in oils by Tom McCaskey, as had seen on the Frightened Night, a manifestation that was attached to the house, or had somehow been conjured into existence by the new occupant? Were the voices, the bells, and the broken furniture result of the seance, which somehow provided a force for them? Or was the whole series of hauntings provoked by the unhappy ghost of the dwarf, brutally murdered, according to legend, by the drunken bucks of the Hellfire Club? It is unlikely that the answer will ever be known for sure, but we do know that all physical phenomena ceased in 1977, when Joseph Frey took over the unfortunate house and added a restaurant to the Arts Centre's facilities. Perhaps the precious owners were, shall we say, unlucky with the place. He said, I and my family have been very happy here. I know about the history of it, but we have only experienced a feeling of warmth and comfort. Perhaps the haunters, like what we were doing with the haunt. There you go, that's it done. Was that a good wee story, guys? Then he's like, oh, who's going away? Who's going away? On the night, Suze. See you soon, sis. Did you like that story, guys? That wasted 10 minutes, didn't it? So what you all going to be up to tonight? I don't know why I put mental health and things in that. I think what had happened was earlier on, I was annoyed and I was kind of like, just annoyed I couldn't get my internet, I can't get StreamYard. It's just so disheartening, guys, when you know you're getting paid £240, but it's all away. Time you pay rent, council tax. I could miss it, but see, because I've been homeless and things, I don't want to ever be in a place where they've got reason to say, well, you owe £200 so you can just go, you know? Oh, nice one, sis. You making dinner, Phoenix? Well, I'll let yous all go then, ladies and gents, and thank yous for coming in. And that's all I wanted to say, guys. Just a wee bit extra support for me, please, because it really is getting to me, the fact that, and let's hope that the weather and things stays good, that I can put the content out that yous will be happy to help me. It's just to get not being able to get to Nottingham and think, no, Nottingham, because I'm definitely going to Nottingham. It's just the fact that I'll not be able to get down to meet Neil Story and things this year. I know he's coming to Scotland and we'll meet him then, but I really wanted to go to that conference. I wanted to go to it last year. This year, Dave Schrader, and that's all at it. And I've had a personal invite, me and Chris, and I still can't go, guys. It's just the cost of living. Maybe he'll offer to put me up in the hotel. Tell them I'll sleep in the basement of the hotel. I won't even need a room, I'll just wander about all night. I wonder if they would let you camp on their grounds. That's a thought. I've got a tent there. I'll need to ask. Because the accommodation's a killer. It's just so disheartening, guys, knowing that everything is money related, everything you can't do now without money. And that's it, Dobby. I will be trying to get to Nottingham though. I mean, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, if I do manage to get a payment off YouTube and things, I'll buy the REM pod. I'll get the REM pod. My tickets and things are no problem for my bus. It's the accommodation. I'm going to have to try and save about £200 for the accommodation for the 5 days. I don't really want to be down 5 days. I want to come down. I want to travel here in the overnight bus on the Thursday night. That gets me down there first thing in the morning. Well, maybe about 12 o'clock. It takes, I think, 9 hours to get down. And then from then on, I've got, like, I'll meet you on the Saturday. The Friday night I'll just probably have to myself and do it about get settled in the Friday. The Saturday, hopefully I'll meet you or Tom or both or whatever. And then Sunday, if I didn't meet you the day before, I'll meet you or vice versa. And then Monday I'll probably head up the road. But what I'll do is after I meet you, I'll take a walk around Nottingham. And then I'll not go on a bus back home until about 8, 9 at night. So that gives me the Monday as well to go see the castle and things. And hopefully Shadowhunters UK and Moxley and things will be in Nottingham when I come down. But we'll see, we'll see. Oh, thank you, Mystical. And I'm just the gabber box of the bloody group, that's what it is. I'm the one that's always want to ask questions. Definitely, sis, we'll need to do it. Me and you. We could go on a road trip anytime, you and I. I could even meet you somewhere neutral so that you're not having to come all the way through here for me. I could meet you in Glasgow or something. We could go on a wee adventure up the top of Scotland. We'll go half us on the petrol. Let's have a little witchy day, me and you. You drive, don't you? Or does it Paul that drives? Even if Paul's there, I don't mind. I'll meet you in Glasgow or somewhere and we can just go on a wee adventure. But a good gabber box. That's okay, I am, sis. I'm going to go. So that's really just what I wanted to say to you all, guys. And you all support me as it is. You all turn up with things. It's just a little bit. Now that I want to do this series, and I'm going to be making my candles as well, remember. So when Suze comes up here, we'll do that as a project together and learn it together. But everything else is just so disheartening. It's just seeing the number. And do you want to know something? See if yous have got YouTube, is it Premiere or whatever you call it? Do you know if you're on somebody's live stream or if you watch their videos, they get 3 cents? So you actually help them more by having the YouTube Premium or whatever it's called. Every creator gets a little bit more money that you go in. So say I had 4 people that only come in twice every live. They maybe not every live, maybe that watch a video. They actually get more. They actually, because they're watching, I get more for their view. See, as Iron Fire, she gets it. There's actually quite a few of you get it, I think, isn't there? So, right, I'll let you all get back to your day, guys, and I will see you all soon. So, you think that's okay then? These ones will be about $7.50 a tenner, and these ones will be the big ones. It's more for my UK people I'm asking, because that'll be the UK I sell them in. And Suze, your oil's free still, remember, sis. I'll do that still for free. It's just I restarted. Your oil didn't smell nice, and I think it was because I used vegetable oil. But that's what it is. It's all a learning curve. We learn together. Right, okay, I will love and leave yous all, and I thank yous all for all the support yous always given me, even by just showing up. As I used to say, it's amazing that anybody wants to watch me. I will, sis. I'll run it past you and things as well about a couple of wee things. Right, okay, guys, I'm going to go now and let you all get back to your night and back to your day, seeing as it was a quick live that I wanted you all into here. And just remember, guys, I do appreciate you all, whether you can donate or not. The links and things are there to PayPal and WhatsApp. For anything you think that you have watched and you think, oh, I'll go give her a little appreciation thing with, YouTube takes 45% of it. If you do think I've earned $2 by doing a video, go for the PayPal and send me $2. That's perfectly brilliant. Dobby? Right, okay, guys. I will see you all soon, and I do appreciate everything you do for me, okay? I'll catch you soon. Blessings for now.